After you're done with bait, if your dodo is too damaged, you can turn left instead of going right here, and you can go to the airport and change it for another dodo. But if the health is okay, you can just dive down here under the bridge and take off almost as usually. Be careful not to trigger under the bridge any stunt cams, because the stunt cam will not go away unless you land the stunts, so you will have to fly blindly all over to the other island, and you don't want to do that. So just take off with the dodo under the bridge. It will start taking off as usual once you get enough downward momentum. Land at the construction yard and pick up the next mission. Next mission, which is E2G, meaning espresso to go. You're going to need the dodo for this next mission. Start the mission, get into the dodo, and you will have to take off and go all the way to Portland. The same as before, you turn left over here, you use the street to take off. Make sure you despawn the traffic in front of you, you don't want to hit any of those. And turn right here instead of going left, because this is the way to Portland after all. Make sure you don't hit anything on your way to the showroom, the car showroom, which has the Banshee inside. You can crash land the dodo. You should aim for one of the windows. Be careful, if the dodo is too damaged, it will blow up and you will probably lose the run. So get into the Banshee, and now you will have to find all the espresso stands and destroy them. You can destroy a stand by running into it with your car, or you can throw a grenade, or you can use the rocket launcher, which you should have now. This is the first one, kill it. You have 8 more to go and 7 minutes and 50 seconds before the mission ends. The location of all the espresso stands will be on screen, I think. Yes, I should put it on screen, but anyway, you should remember them. The first one is right up on the Mafia Hill, as I like to call it. The next one is next to the harbor, and this is about it for Portland. You start with 2 of them in Portland, then you go to Staunton, and there are another 5 in Staunton and 2 more to go. They're separated, they're divided in 2, 5 and 2 again. What I like to do here, it's mostly just driving and being fast at destroying the stands, is count the streets and turn left right here. And if this recording is what I think it is, the first one he's going to take is the one by the stadium. That's how I like to start, because you will see all of them on your screen at all times if you start like this, and also I think it's the fastest route. So you get the first one in a stadium, go to the street, turn right. You will have another one on your left. You don't need to get close, just park your car here, get out, aim, blow it up and continue. Another one is by a church, I think this is a church at least, on the left side. Blow it up and continue. The next one will be in the park. Make sure you don't flip your car when you go up the hill, if you go up the hill into the park, which I do, but as you can see, it's not necessarily needed. It probably just loses time. Head over to the street, and right in front of you will be the last espresso stand, right here in Newport. Staunton Island, everything is wrecked. Now you have to head over to the park, jump over the little hill, make sure you don't flip your car as always, and go towards the bridge and onto the next and the last 2 espresso stands. The first espresso stand which you are going to destroy is next to the stadium, next to the airport actually, next to the airport where you take the dodo from. And the last one is right next to the place where you finish bait, so you should know the route. Well, you should know which streets you should take, because you are doing a speedrun after all, and you want to be fast. So here it is, the first one that you are going to destroy, right next to the airport. And the last one, it's not shown on the minimap because you're too far away and you're supposed to search for them, but as I told you, is right next to the building where you finished bait, so you should know the way there. As you can see, the last one is on the minimap. You just park in front of the gate, take out your rocket launcher and destroy it, and that's it with E2G. After you're done with the mission, meaning you destroyed all of the espresso stalls, you will go onto the airport and take another dodo because you lost your last one, crash landing it into the showroom to get the Banshee. So slow and steady, go to the airport, make sure you don't flip, very important thing. Turn left here, get into the hangar, pick up the dodo, and you should by now know how to pilot, take off and land the dodo, the same as the first time you actually steal the dodo. It's the same route. Make sure you take off, don't hit anything, make sure you don't flip the dodo when you land, and you should be good. And you're onto your next mission. Okay, our next mission is SAM, or how everyone calls it, the SAM shot. You will have to pilot your dodo onto the dam, line up a very specific shot and take down the plane instead of chasing it to the airport. It's very important you take down the plane right there, because otherwise it is a pretty shitty outcome. So just take off like we did before, but instead of going right towards Portland, we are going to turn left and head towards the dam. Do not hurry, you have a lot of time to work with. You will know when the plane takes off, there will be a warning on the screen. But you have to go to the dam, land your dodo, and line up the SAM shot. I will link in the description the video which helps explain how to line up the dodo shot. The dodo shot? What am I talking about? I will leave in the description a video explaining how to line up the SAM shot, and I got it in about 10 attempts, so it's not that hard. It really isn't hard. You just have to know what to look for and what to aim for. After you take down the plane, there will be packages dropping down, and you'll have to collect them. So what we're doing here is we're flicking our camera around, trying to spawn a car. We can use a car to get back out faster. It saves some time, but if you're unlucky, you are not going to get a car and you are going on foot, which isn't the worst thing that could happen. And again, this is how you line up the dodo shot. After you get the target in your sights, which is that hill right over there, you should use the arrow keys up and down to point the rocket launcher as far high up as you can. And when you see the dodo coming into frame, you shoot the rocket and take down the plane. We are using the replay to get rid of the police stars. Here is the dodo that we just took out of the sky. All of the packages down here, pick them all up. If you have a car, this is a lot faster, as you can imagine. After you have all of the packages, you get back into your dodo and get back to the construction site, and this is the SAM shot. It looks easy, it actually is easy. All you have to do is learn to line up the SAM shot. Now, for takeoff, you don't actually need to choose this route. You can not turn the dodo around as we did when we landed on the dam, you can use whatever side of the dam you want to take off from. If you take off from this side, it's a bit trickier. If you use the other side, it's the same takeoff that we used in the bait segment. Now fly over to the construction site and we are almost done with the run. Head over into the marker, and Ransom is the last stage of the game. You now have to go to Cortez, which is the sea on the minimap. That means you get back into your dodo, you turn left here, you take off, is the same route as the SAM shot and the bait route. The only difference is this time you are outside of a mission and you need to pick up a mission, which is the mission that Cortez gives us. Make sure you slow down right now after you gain enough altitude to land on the street. You don't want to overshoot the marker by too much. Start the mission, you will be spawned without weapons. You can pick up this pistol, kill one guy and run to the gate. The gate should open, get back into your dodo, and you will have to go to the dam again. But this time you are going to the lower level. You can follow the helicopter somewhat to know where you're going, but you shouldn't rely on following the helicopter and just learn the route. Make sure you take off correctly with the dodo, and when you get to the dam you will have to lower your altitude by a lot to make sure the script continues and the enemies spawn, because if that doesn't happen you will not be able to complete the mission correctly. So as you can see, fly very low, everything spawned right on the right side, pick up the rocket launcher, and to actually start this last part of the mission you have to jump on these stairs right here, and there you go, it triggered a little cutscene and more enemies spawned right up. You can use your weapons to kill them, or you can aim up for the helicopter before killing any of these guys. I, however, do not recommend doing this if you're a beginner, because it's quite risky and the run ends when you lose control of your character. And that's it, this is how you speedrun any percent GTA 3. There are not a lot of videos for the last part of the run that explain what you have to do, and if there's something that is not clear, all you have to do is watch other people run the game and try to emulate what they do. Maybe that makes it clear enough for you. And make sure to jump on the GTA Discord, where everyone is quite eager to help you understand the game. Thank you for watching, and I hopefully will see you on the leaderboards.